Are you still not able to forget that one single person in your life? Then this video is for you. Hi, this is Architect Sivaram. Hope you are doing great. Uh, okay, let's start with something most of you who are watching this video will be familiar or should have happened in your life at least once. So it's breakup. Okay, so what this breakup is all about. So as you all know, breakup is not just an emotional event. It is also an event which is processed by the brain as a physical pain. So let's say if a guy gets a kick in his groin and gets a punch in his stomach, his brain actually processes that physical pain in a certain way. During a breakup, such physical pain's reaction will also happen in the brain along with the emotional downfall also. So it's a complex traumatic experience, I would say. It's such a painful experience. And you might be wondering, why am I even going and texting back that person very often, right? So you might be just, even right now while watching the video, if you get a notification, you will be like, is that she or is that him? You might be going and searching for them. Trust me, they are not gonna come. Yeah, believe me, they are never ever gonna come in your life again. So why you are going and looking after them is basically anybody who is going through a breakup, they experience a withdrawal symptom. That is, basically, let's say a person is addicted to some substance, let's say some drug. That person, if he suddenly stops that drug intake, okay, he will experience some withdrawal symptoms. He will just try to go back to that substance over and over again. So that's what you are actually doing. So that's about your side. So why I'm telling that they are never gonna come, right? Yeah, they are not gonna come. Why? Because you might say, no, you're just putting a YouTube video, it's a generalized content. Do you know how special our love was or anything? I agree, love is a very special thing between two people. It's very special to each couple. I completely agree on that fact. But the moment they want to break up that whole thing with you, they are done with it. All the speciality that it held just drowned back. So just don't think it's special, and please don't waste your time waiting for anybody, because your life is just ticking away every second, every moment. It's just ticking away. So just don't waste your time for anybody who's never ever gonna come, basically. So that's about it. So you might be like, why this video is just very very rude and all these things. Okay, I will just tell you guys. So yeah, so why did they actually break up? That might be a question. So why do breakups actually happen? One reason is just that, see, when two people come together, each person have certain expectations. You might tell there are unconditional love, this, that, and all that. But when it comes to relationships, there are a lot of conditions. That's how it functions, right? Yeah, that's how it functions. So, so when those conditions are not met, or those expectations, I would say, are not met, a person chooses to break up. To be very simple, let's say if one person has a physical need or a psychological need or an emotional need or a financial need, it could be anything. I do not know. It depends on your partner, your couple, whoever that is. Whoever that was, yeah, that was. So it depends on their needs. Whatever the needs that they have, they hold one of their needs as supreme. Let's say there is a physical need. If that is not fulfilled or that's not satisfied, breakup happens. Simple, very simple. That's all. So that is all about breakups. Okay. Anyway, moving on from that. So that's one reason for breakup. So you might think, oh no no no, I did this, I did that, I did my best, but they just broke up. I just did everything, but they just went on. Okay, I agree, you did your best, but your best is not enough for the other person. That's the point, right? That's the harsh reality that whatever best you did is actually not enough for that person. That's why they just went on somewhere. And one of the important reasons of breakup is also cheating. So so why does a person cheat, right? That's a question again. So because I have heard a lot of stories, love stories basically, from my friends, from my juniors, and many. Even I had one. So in most of these things, one of the important reasons was cheating, right? So why such a thing even happens? Why do they cheat? uh, did they had plans to cheat from the beginning itself, or did it come in the middle? Why it happens? So this topic itself is a separate video, so I will not get into all that. So I'll just tell the gist of what it is. So the first thing is the needs. One of the needs are not met. It could be any need. If that is not met, they just want to move on with a different person. That's all. It's as simple as that. So that's one thing. The other thing is, let's say you are there, a person cheated you. That doesn't determine your worth. First, keep that in mind. You are there, a person cheated you. It never ever determines your worth. See, it's like this. Let's say there is a beggar, okay? So the beggar expected ₹100 from you, but you just gave some 10 rupees because you thought 10 rupees is enough for a beggar. But then the beggar thought, oh, such an idiot, this guy just gave 10 rupees. I'll just go beg from a different guy. So, does this create any value for you, or does that determine any worth to you? Nothing. You could have given 100, but you thought, okay, 10 is enough. Maybe I will give 90 tomorrow. It could be anything, right? Yeah. So these things doesn't determine your worth. First thing, if a person is cheating, it is basically their compulsion. It's not about you being in a certain way. Maybe you didn't understand their needs. That could also be there. But mostly it's something that happens out of compulsiveness. Okay, so it's their limitations. Maybe they just didn't want to do it in a pre-planned way. They didn't plan to cheat in a certain way. But maybe it could have happened accidentally, or it could have also been happened in a pre-planned way. They might have thought about it for a long time and they could have done about it. It could be anything. But whichever way they did, basically they had a need. So when you go to a person with a need, aren't you a beggar? Nothing wrong with it, just saying. So they just had some needs, so they just went somewhere. So what's your problem? So that doesn't determine your worth. It's their life. The way they are is basically something that determines their quality of life. It has nothing to do with you. So that's about it. So you might ask, so I'm going with all these needs, so am I a beggar? No. That doesn't mean you are a beggar. If you are going to just fulfill your need from another person, you are actually a beggar. I'm just being straight with this thing. If you are going to be in a relationship with another person because you have a physical need or an emotional need or financial need or whatever need that is, if it is to satisfy your own need, then you are a beggar. But if the relationship is there to mutually share the love that you are, the happiness that you are, the joy that you are, then that's something else. You are going there to share the joy that you are, and the other person also has needs. It's not that they don't have any need. So it's about satisfying their emotional needs, your needs. So it's basically a mutual satisfaction, right? It's a mutual thing. That it's beautiful. But if you are just trying to put the other person in a juicer and trying to extract every drop of happiness from them, then you are definitely a real beggar. So that's about it. Anyway, so these are few things about these things, but okay, somehow breakup happened, right? So what should I do about this? So there are certain things about the psychology and neuroscience. So there is something known as romantic grief stages. So basically there are 7 stages, right? The moment I talk about your ex, or maybe you think about your ex, if you are feeling any pain, emotional pain, you are still not recovered. So let's just look at these stages. The first stage is basically denial and shock. So it's basically the person is there, they just came to you and they suddenly said that they want to break up with you, and you are like, oh my god, what happened? Out of nowhere he came, told me that we want to break up this relationship, we want to end this, whatever. Trust me, this is the first stage, and what you are thinking as something which happened out of a sudden is something that actually didn't happen out of a sudden. It is something which is very much pre-planned. 99% of the cases, even almost 100% of the cases, you just missed the signs. See, your breakup actually happened before they actually broke up. Wait, I think that was a tongue twister. Anyway, so let's say your breakup happened on September 12, 2024. Let's say that's when your partner just came to you and announced that we are going to break up. The actual breakup happened few days ago. It could be, let's say, August 30th or August 26th. It could be any date. That's when it actually happened. So you might be asking, what? So some 15-20 days, it depends. It could be 15 days or it could be 1 month before the actual date of breakup. The complete breakup had happened. See, when two people are there, they are sharing the quality time with each other. So the time that they share is the life that they are sharing together. It's the moments that they are spending together. The first sign of a breakup is that person trying to deny spending time with you. The emotional disconnection that they put forward. Let's say you're speaking for 6 hours, it reduces to 3 hours, then it comes down to 1 hour, then 10 minutes, then there will be no phone calls, then there will be just texts, and there won't be even texts, they don't even reply you, they ghost you. All these things happen. And then suddenly, after a few days, breakup happens. Because that person is slowly trying to detach themselves from you. And when they think they are detached from you to a certain extent, then they tell they want to end this. That's how they actually do. If you just pause this video and look back at everything and think, that's how it would have happened to most of you. If that's how it happened, you just comment yes in this comment section. So yeah. So anyway, so that's how it is. So the first stage is basically the denial and shock. But you won't know that. You will be like, oh my god, suddenly she's just saying break up, and you cannot accept the fact that they want to break up, right? That's the thing. So you will deny it and you will be in a shock. That's the first stage. The second stage is basically ambivalence. The ambivalence is basically you want to make it work, okay? You want to somehow make it work. That's where you stand. At the same time, when they just deny it, you also want to leave. not disturbing them. So you're just wavering between these two things. So that's ambivalence, stage 2. Then stage 3 is basically pain and guilt. So that's basically right now you are just slowly processing the fact that all these things happen, and you are processing your emotional pain, and there is also a certain amount of guilt attached to it, because you are just thinking, what could I have done better? So that's the guilt stage. Then we have the fourth stage, that's basically anger. So that's basically a natural defense mechanism where you fixate on their flaws or the unfairness of the situation that happened in your life. So basically anger, you just get angry. So that's the fourth stage. Then comes the fifth stage, that's basically bargaining. So this bargaining is also the what if stage. That is basically again, you might think, what if they come back to me? What if they patch up? What if they do this? What if they do that, and all that? So you might try to reach out to them, and you might initiate some talks or anything. All these things don't work. If you're watching the video till now, please don't do these things. It won't work. It never works. Then the sixth stage is basically depression. So once all these things don't work, you actually realize the complete loss of that person in your life, and your daily routine also changes. So usually the routine starts with a good morning text to them and ends with a good night text to them. So these things are not there, and a lot of things happens in between the day. So all these things are not there. So that actually creates a certain emotional pain, which is quite painful. I agree. So now comes the seventh stage, that is basically acceptance and integration. So you are completely accepting the reality in this stage, and now you are overcoming your emotional pain and depression, and you are rebuilding your identity, and thinking of that particular person no longer causes you any acute pain emotionally or psychologically. So that's the seventh stage. So it's basically becoming like a well-wisher. You don't want to be in a relationship with them. At the same time, you're not angry at them, you are not guilty on them, you're just neutral, but you genuinely wish happiness for them. So you are very happy just by looking at them being happy at a distance, right? You actually don't even want to look at them. In case if you see them, if they're happy, you're very happy. Okay, they're happy, they can lead their own life, and I'm here and I'm happy, I can have my own life. This is where you are just completely recovered. So this is your seventh stage. This is acceptance and integration. Right, you might ask, okay Sivaram, all these things are there, I'm in stage 3 or I'm in stage 6 or I'm in stage 7. Okay, if I'm in stage 7, I'm very happy for you. And if you are in any stages less than 7, don't worry, I'm always happy for you, because you will anyway reach the stage 7 by watching this video. Anyway, so let's just see how to get there. First, the moment the breakup happens, there is a big void. There is a very big void in your life. Basically, that person was trying to fill a lot of things in your life, and once the person is gone, so there is a very big void. So that's basically something which feels more empty, right? So what I would say is, whatever emotional pain that you have, it's just, if you feel like crying, just cry, please. People say don't cry, distract, do this, do that. No, I would say cry. Face your emotions. If you feel like crying, you cry. If you feel like you want to shout, like the whole building want to fall down, shout. What's the problem? Just do it. If it's your home, if it's your private space, you can do anything that you want, right? Don't cause harm to anybody or to yourself. Just face your emotions, that's all. Just face your emotions, and the more you face those emotions, the faster you will heal. The more you try to distract and go away from it, it just causes more harm than good. Okay, so just face those emotions, just sit with that, face those flooding emotional memories of being with them, the places that you went, the moments you shared, whatever. You just go through all that. Also think what you could have done better, right? That's a lesson that you can learn from that particular relationship that didn't work. So that's a very important fact that you can look at and see whatever ugly things happen. It's fine, it happens. Whatever relationship that you are gonna have in the future, you might not make those mistakes in that. So first learn the mistakes from it, and also whatever beautiful moments that was there, just cherish them, right? Just cherish those beautiful memories. So it's like that. It has its own beauty. Okay, so there's nothing good or bad. It's just that whatever has to happen has happened. So now you just process everything and you just face those emotions. The more you face, the more faster your recovery will be, because that person is never gonna come. So you just do not waste your time. It's your life. You have to move forward with your life, to be honest. At the same time, change your routine. If you are just going to your college and studying, or if you're just going and working, add something else to your routine. Go to a dance class or do something else. Go to a martial arts class. Do something that is added to your routine. Okay, so that you won't get lost in facing your emotions. You might not cry all day. That's injurious. You can maybe cry for half an hour or 1 hour maximum. Then you just go and do whatever you have to do, right? It's not about crying all day, right? It's about how intensely you face those emotions that you have. That's more important. Even if you face those emotions for 15 minutes a day intensely, that will actually reduce the emotional weight that you're actually carrying. So that's one thing. So add something to your routine. That's one thing. So face it and do a lot of physical activity. I'm being serious. Why? See, when breakup happens, your body produces a lot of cortisol, adrenaline, noradrenaline, and all these hormones, and the brain stops producing or produces in less quantity of the hormones such as the oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins, dopamine, the main hormone. So all these things will take leave, and cortisol and adrenaline will be in heavy duty overtime. So what you can do about that is you gotta sweat a lot. Go for cycling, go for running, go to gym, join a gym. My god, if you think of your ex and put your rep, I mean, let's say if you're doing 10 reps, you will do 15 reps with that particular weight. Trust me, these things really help. So yeah, you can do that. So the whole intent is to just do a lot of physical activity. You can dance even. You can dance, you can go for martial arts class, you can do a lot of things. So all these things creates a lot of sweat and burns the cortisol. Once the level of cortisol comes down in your body, suddenly the whole weight over your head is just gone. So you'll be just very relaxed, you'll be like, that itself will give you a certain peace within you. And once that emotional weight is down, parallelly you also have to do one more thing. That is basically finding happiness within you. You might ask, what? How can I find happiness within myself? My whole happiness was that person. This person, this plant. So that's a nice plant. So anyway, whatever the person is, yeah, they are not your happiness. First, you have to detach from them and rebuild your own identity. You sorry for that. You are born alone, you will die alone. Same for me. I just I was born alone and I will also die alone. So that's my thing. Anyway, hmm, how can you do all this? Is basically whatever that person did. They said, I love you, I miss you, I kiss you, or whatever. That might have given you a lot of happiness, right? It might have given you a lot of happiness. See, whatever they said didn't actually give you happiness. Whatever happiness that you felt was from within yourself. Pause the video and think about it. It all happened within you, not outside. What they created outside was a situation to create a happiness within you. They just triggered the happiness source from you, that's all. And happiness actually happened within you, not from them. They just didn't pour happiness into you for 3 liters. No, they didn't do that. So it's something that happened within yourself. So that is where yoga comes into play. Yoga is not about twisting your body, bending your body. It's actually a great science. It has a lot of dimensions to it. You can start with a simple pranayam or breathing exercises. It calms down your nervous system. I mean, I don't want to get into the science. It's just the video is already going very long. I don't know like how many of you will be watching till now, and if you're watching till now, I mean, you are really lucky and blessed, to be honest, and thank you for watching till now. Anyway, I'll just continue with the video. Anyway, so do yoga. So you could do inner engineering. So in that there's something known as Shambhavi Mahamudra Kriya. It's a Kriya Yoga that I am practicing. I've been practicing it for the past 3 years and it has been miraculous. It's something that I cannot contemplate in this video. I could just say it's miraculous. It's a science where you can create happiness within yourself just by simply sitting here and closing your eyes for a few seconds, a few minutes. You could be just blissed out totally. See, when you are totally happy by your own nature, when you go and touch another person, you are there to share your joy, not to extract the joy from the other person. So your relationship anyway works, right? So first, work on yourself physically. Yoga helps you physically, mentally, emotionally, energy wise, in all levels. Yoga is something which is really good. Okay, so try yoga. So this is the point where you actually have to start yoga, because this is where you have to actually look at your life and make yourself into even more. You're already wonderful. Just become the best version of yourself. That's all I would say. So that's one thing that you can do, so that whoever comes in touch with you, you can be just blissful by being with them, and they will also be happy spending time with you. Anyway, third thing, talk it out with whoever you trust. It could be your loved ones, it could be your mother, it could be your father, or it could be your brother, sister, it could be your best friend, it could be anybody. It could be a teacher, it could be anybody who you are really connected with. Talk with them, and that will really help. They will provide you the emotional support that you actually need during this critical time. The other thing is, you can actually connect with nature. You might tell, how do I connect with nature? See, you can go for a trekking, go to a beach. Oh, okay, sorry. I don't remind the beach. Okay, fine. See, go somewhere, be with nature. See, even this plant is actually nature. I hope you know. You need not go to an Amazon forest. Yeah, you do not go for a hill station. If all those things don't allow you, just be with the plant. Just touch the plant, feel the leaves, or go just sit under a tree. Sit under a tree in a soil. Just cross your legs and sit on the ground, sit on the soil. Just touch the soil. Right? All these things, just keep your hands in the soil for around 20 minutes. Do that. and see how your emotions improve after that. We just stop this video and go do that. We don't even have to watch this video anyway. Just please go do that and improve yourself. So these are things that actually help you a lot. Okay, so yeah, that's about it. Physical exercises, yoga, and change your routine, be with nature, talk with people that you trust, that are supportive to you, who can understand your emotions. So that's very important. And above all that I have to say is basically you will reach the step 7 of that stage soon, and the person who is actually meant for you will find you soon. So yeah, thank you for this video. See you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.